As a Seattle native, I hate driving down I-5 and seeing the garbage and the tents. We need to treat it as an emergency and a crisis, which means all hands on deck. Compass has a vision where we want everyone to live in a safe, caring community. Over a year, Compass can touch between 8,000 and 16,000 people.
Compass Housing is critical. It's everything to the homeless.
We serve singles and families and individuals in everything from outreach to people living in cars to people who need to take a daily shower or have their laundry done or come in from the cold. We operate 4 emergency shelters for a safe place to sleep overnight. And then we have multiple programs that have longer stays for a transition into permanent housing, as well as nearly 700 beds now of permanent housing that have different levels of services and supports.
The last apartment that we lived, we were late with the rent. On the 3rd time that I was late, they just wouldn't accept it and put us out.
Renton Vet Center is a wonderful example of our specialty in veterans programs.
I see hundreds of people. All I gotta do is walk here to Safeway and you get 1,000 shots of homeless people. And if it wasn't for this place, I would have been one of them.
One of the programs that Compass has specialized at and that we're very unique is our Road to Housing program. And we are the only funded program that does outreach to people living in their cars.
The employees that work for the Compass Center, I mean, they come here and get me, they take me to all my doctor's appointments, they accommodate me in every way they can, and to park by the closest to the door and, you know, and help me in and out and all of that.
I was in the Road to Housing program with Alex. He got me into a shelter, and then I ended up here like 2 years later.
So Ronald Commons is a 60-unit project with 30 affordable units and 30 low-income units. And we have set-asides for veterans and homeless families.
I didn't know places like this existed. This place is awesome. It's next to Hope Link. There's a church in the same parking lot.
Homelessness does not end with creating housing. It's only when people become housed that their basic needs are being met. That's the time that all of their history of trauma and suffering actually come to the forefront because they're not in survival mode. They now have basic housing.
Can't go to a job interview if you're dirty. Can't go to a job if you're hungry. All you're thinking about is, I need to go take care of myself and eat.
What does this person do with all of the effects, the accumulative effects of that trauma they've experienced? If there isn't support for them at that point, they're going to lose that housing and cycle all the way back through the system again.
If you don't have a good foundation, it falls apart very quick.
If we really want to look at what makes us unique, it's because of our commitment to affordable housing, permanent supportive housing, that will allow services to be guaranteed to those folks so that we create intentional community. It's through everyone's committed efforts to support our agency that allows for programming to happen that then creates opportunities for people to become truly successful. We do rely on our financial sponsors and on folks who have the love in their hearts to support through philanthropic activities, the activities that our agency does, because it affords us a greater opportunity to say, hey, we're gonna take the experience we've learned about what actually works for people, and we wanna do that.
Compass, with our breadth of experience and the multitude of populations, I think we bring a really keen insight to what are the new ways and the new responses that we really need to use to tackle the problem. Well, there are so many different paths to homelessness, and we want to make sure that we're able to provide the best path out.
Compass have given me anything I've asked for. If I need somebody to hold my back up, they got their hand in the middle of my back holding me up.